Right, welcome to our third tutorial where we are creating tables. Right, so be in mind, I just hope you're going to see all these. Right, so for creating tables, we want to create my table. Right, this one. Let me try to increase the font of this one. I hope does this thing zoom? I don't think so. I wanted to zoom. No, I can't zoom this. I wanted to zoom. Alright, I can't zoom. Anyway, let's continue. Right, remember in our last class we had an ERD showing 4 entities, which were the student, the staff, the department, and the course. Right, and we created the tables for the department and the staff, and a little then gave you as an assignment to create the table for student and the table for course. Right, and remember, before we created those tables, we talked about something very important. We talked about the things to consider before coming up with the table, right? Which is we have to know the data types in SQL language, and the data types in SQL language are in 3 categories, which are the numerical data types. Right, numerical data types, we have int, floats, and also talked about having the decimal. We also have the double. These are the data types in numerical data types. Right, then we have the string and character data types. String and character data types, where we have the car, we have the var. Right, and we said we normally use this. Then the last one is the date, time, data types. Date, time, data types, where we have date itself, we have date, time, right, and we also have the time and timestamp. The timestamp. Right. So these are things to consider before creating a table. Right. So we'll start by creating the table department. So we say the table department, which is the attributes or the columns that describe the department itself. We have the department ID, which we call the DID. We have the department name, which we call the D name. Remember the names of the columns, and the names of the tables and the names of database should be one word. They all have to be one word. And we also have the delocation, right? So our department as an object is described by its ID, its name, and the location, which means whenever we talk about the department, we have to know its ID, we have to know its name and the location. So we are interested in this data. So our table is these entities. So this is the table, right? We also have another table, which is staff. And we say the staff are described by having a staff number, which is SNO, right? By having the first name, they have the first name, which are going to call F name, the last name or the surname, which are going to call S name, the salary that they are getting, the position that they have, and we also talked about the department that they are working in. When we call this department the DID, we said we can only store this DID in staff, and this DID will reference the department itself in the table department. Remember when you talked about the foreign key, and you said the foreign key is the key that references the value of a column to another table, right? Then we also have the vehicle. We were interested in the vehicle owned and the employment date, like this, right? Employment date. Employee employment is okay. So right, employment date, right? So we're going to create these two tables, and remember the other two you had to create for yourself, right? So maybe you can just change them to one to create, but here we're going to create these two tables. So for if you want to create a table, you use the create, right? So you say create table, then you write the table name. But before creating a table, we talked about choosing the database that you want to work in. So you have to know that before manipulating the database, you have to choose the database that you want to work in, right? Right, and you said you use the command use, then you write the name of the database. In this case, the name of the database that we want to work in is what? Is school database, like this, right? School database. So we say use school database, right? Use school database. This is successful because we have a green tick here, right? Now we are now working in the database called school database. We can go ahead and create the table. The syntax, we just create a table, then write the table name. Like here, the table name is department, right? The difference between creating a table and a database is when you create a table, you have to create a table in its columns at the same time, right? So you open a bracket, right? You can press enter. You start list all the columns. So the column number 1 is DID, and we said you write the column name followed by the data type. This is the syntax, followed by the data type. So this is a variable character, and we can give it the maximum number, and we say the variable character this one, when you say varchar 4, which means everything that is going to be entered under DID should contain up to a maximum of 4 characters. When there are more than 4 characters, then the database will give you an error, right? We are going to cover something like that. Then we don't want this DID to be null, or we don't want any record of a department without a DID. So we call this one a not null. We make it a not null. The next column is the dname. Dname, the data type, since these department names they contain the characters, we can say a department name can have up to maximum, can have a name up to a maximum of 45 characters, right? And we don't want this one to be empty again, so it's a not null. The D location, right? So the D location, according to our modeling that we did that day, we can safely say our location can get up to 100 characters, this one. And we also talked about the primary key. We have to choose the primary key, and the primary key is the unique identifier of a row in a database table. So in this case, in table department, which of these can be our primary key? We can see that there is no department that is going to share a DID with another department. So our DID is our primary key. So let's designate our DID a primary key. So we do so by writing primary key, which is a 2-word. Then you open a bracket, you write the column with the same case, kanangar mapa case, same spelling with the one that you have already given above. Then after that, we close. Then we terminate. This is how you create a table, right? Let's test this one. Let's run this one. Now we have a table. The table is being created, right? How do you show that you have created a table? So you really need to verify if a table is created. Alright, and we can do so by using show, like what you did in my database. Say show tables. Show tables. Right, so this query is going to show you all the tables that in the school database, because we are working in school database, right? Show tables is going to give you this. So we've created that table. Fine, right? So let's meet in the next tutorial where we are going to create another table, which is the table stuff. So for this tutorial we can end here. Fine, see you in the next tutorial.